she already knows Ku is far stronger than her, and if she sent him to face the Tamagami, it means she believes he has at least some chance of winning. In summary, Majin Ku is indeed incredibly powerful, probably more so than any other Majin we know of. But did you know Majin Ku is still incomplete? You probably didn't, since the anime hasn't revealed that yet. However, we already have leaked images showing that Majin Ku will acquire new powers that will take this monster to simply incredible levels. But you know what's even more incredible? Your like and subscription. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're not part of our community yet. This helps us a lot, and it's great for you because you'll always get new Dragon Ball content. Everyone wins. Thank you so much to everyone who likes and subscribes. You guys are the heart and soul of this channel. Seriously. Now, Majin Ku is probably the most powerful Majin in the Demon Realm, at least based on what we know so far. Of course, we still don't know if Ku is stronger than the Tamagamis, but I'm not even sure if I'd classify the Tamagamis as Majin since they're quite different. They seem more like artificial beings, kind of like robots. But beyond Ku and the Tamagamis, who's the most powerful being in the demon realm? It's very likely that this person is King Goma. When you look at Goma's design and personality, he doesn't seem like much. Proof of this is that he holds the title of Supreme Demon King. When Dabura's death became known, Degesu immediately declared Goma the new king. And the way it was said implied that the only reason Goma wasn't the king before was Dabura. And once Goma was proclaimed king, no one questioned it. Not Degesu, not Arinsu, no one. As we can see, many people hate Goma, like King Kadan, Glorio, and Arinsu, but no one directly opposes him. More than once, it's been stated that Goma is an incredibly powerful sorcerer. If Glorio, for instance, doesn't kill Goma on his own, it's simply because he can't. We've seen that Glorio is a much stronger than average Majin, capable of forcing Goku to use Super Saiyan to defeat him. This means Goma's power level surpasses Goku in his base form. On the other hand, we've seen that Goku in Super Saiyan 2 is already powerful enough to defeat Tamagami number 3 without much difficulty. Since Goma isn't capable of defeating any Tamagami, this means Goma is weaker than Goku in Super Saiyan 2. That makes sense, as he's also weaker than Dabura, who at most had the power of a Super Saiyan 2. So Goma's power is roughly on par with Goku in Super Saiyan form, but I think that's enough for Goku to beat Goma. However, this fight wouldn't be a traditional battle with exchanges of punches, energy blasts, or anything like that since Goma doesn't seem to be a fighter. He comes across as more of a sorcerer, someone who uses magic. Because of that, Goma wouldn't engage Goku in direct combat. Instead, he'd rely on magical powers to try and contain or defend himself against Goku. In Dragon Ball Super, Moro's first fight against the Saiyans was somewhat like that. He used far more magic than physical attacks at the start. Of course, Goma's power doesn't come close to Moro's, but the Goku from Daima also isn't comparable to the Goku from the Moro arc. But why am I talking so much about Goma? Wasn't this supposed to be about Majin Ku? Guys, understanding Goma's power is important because the leaked image we have shows that Goma and Majin Ku will actually become one. Some time ago, Majin Ku's design was leaked. Back then, no one paid much attention since it couldn't be confirmed as reliable. But now, we've seen that Majin Ku's design was spot on, which adds a lot of credibility to this leak. However, note that the design we've seen in the anime is incomplete because in this leak, Ku is wearing a cape, whereas he isn't in the anime. And doesn't this Majin Ku cape look a lot like the one King Goma wears? Majin Ku was created with Majin Buu's genes, so he probably also has the ability to absorb people. When Buu absorbs someone, he gains traits from them, including their clothing. So, it's very likely that Majin Ku will absorb King Goma, especially since he's heading to the first demon world to face Tamagami number 1. And as we've already seen in the anime's first episode, Tamagami number 1 is very close to Goma. This raises the possibility that Majin Ku might fight Tamagami number 1 and end up at a disadvantage, given that Tamagami number 1 is probably the strongest of them all. However, Ku might spot Goma there, as the fight would likely draw the king's attention. He might show up to see what's happening, and at that moment, Majin Ku could absorb Goma. But it doesn't necessarily have to happen during his confrontation with Tamagami number 1. There could be other scenarios